Yeah, I know, yeah. And I've seen a cat on that counter. It's not hygienic, I'm telling you. Are we live?
You're live?
I've got to go, Pauline. All right, love. Bye, darling. Bye. Do you know my two-tone green rotary telephone with a deodorising mouthpiece hasn't stopped ringing since 8 o'clock this morning? Hello! And welcome to Stepford again. New series, new year, new season, new body. So, we've got a fabulous one for you today. One that everybody's sort of asked me about, and it's a really, really good recipe, so I think you're going to like it. So come on, we'll go through to the kitchen. Is anybody saying hello yet?
No.
No. People just ignore.
There's people watching.
Oh, good. Hello if you're watching. We're going to go through. So I've got to say, first of all, thanks to everybody for all your very kind comments on Come Dine With Me. We did have an absolute ball on it. And later in this run that we're doing at the moment, I will cook the main course for you, because I had loads of people asking me about the chicken masala. So I'm going to actually make it for you live on one of the programs.
Jasmine said hello.
So, hello, Jasmine.
Marie Warner said hello.
Who did?
Marie Warner.
Hello, Marie. Hello, my darling.
Marie Baxter, Jeff,
Hi,
Angela.
Jeff.
Loads of people coming up saying hello.
Hello, everybody. All right, then. So we're going to make Bakewell tart, which is just so easy and far nicer than anything you can actually buy in the shop. And what I've just realised I've not done is got the base out of the fridge. So just give me 1 minute.
There's always something. Hello, everybody.
I always say be prepped, and everything else is prepped apart from that. I forgot it was in there. So you're going to need, if you use, I think it's our second or third video on the YouTube there, or they're still on the Facebook page if you go to my videos, the pastry recipe. Use the pastry recipe, an 8 ounce, and line a 9-inch, I've used tin for this because I find it bakes, because it's not got a top, I find it bakes a lot better if it's in tin, okay? So you want that, a 9-inch tin.
Chris Smith said Linda's stage is waiting for you.
Oh, hello, Chris, I can't wait, yes, of course, because we're doing a tour of the Costa del Sol this year as well, which is in the end of June and July. I'm back home. So, gonna be a cutie.
Jasmine said this is her favourite, can you save us some?
Yes, I will, my darling. Right, when you've got your pastry case, you're going to crimp the edge. Again, second video, third video, I can't quite remember which one it was, but it's on there how to do it, okay? Try and make your own pastry. You know, you can buy shop-bought pastry, but it's not a sweet crust pastry, it's just pastry, and it's got no, I don't know, I just don't particularly like it. The only shop-bought pastry I really do agree with buying is puff pastry, because that is just an absolute headache to make, and I really couldn't be bothered, to be honest and truthful. I've not got the time or the inclination. So, with that, you are going to put in the bottom about 4-5 tablespoons of jam. Use a red jam. This is homemade raspberry jam, which is sort of the last of last summer's.
Why do you only put that little amount?
Because if you put too much, it will start to bubble out around the edge and you'll end up with a jam tart, but that isn't a little amount. It's only to create, so as you actually cut.
Are you Anthony?
Internet, which Anthony?
Anthony Bowler.
Hello Anthony, hello my darling.
Said to say hello.
Nice to see you with us. Right, so you've got your pastry case with, that's raspberry, you can use strawberry, damson, anything you want.
Does it have to be red?
Jam. Preferably, it looks nicer if it's red. If you don't really like red jam, I don't see the point. You can actually also make this. There's a fabulous alternative which isn't a Bakewell tart. You make a frangipane, and you can use leftover mincemeat from Christmas, which I've got obviously in abundance, and it does a really nice dessert. So we might do that one on another programme. You're going to want to separate 2 eggs. You've got your yolks in one and 2 whites in the other. I'm going to stick them in the mixer. I've left the mixer in there to have learnt, you see. So come this way.
Hi Sharon, glad you're watching.
Which Sharon?
My cousin.
Who?
My cousin.
Oh, hello Sharon. Hello darling. Whip the egg whites in the mixer and put them on high as if you're making meringue, okay? Just leave them to be. In.
Hi Jackie.
Which Jackie are we on?
Jackie G Spot.
Hello Jax. Hello my darling. I meant to talk to Jackie before. In a large mixing bowl, okay, a spatula, you're going to put 3 ounces of ground almonds, okay? And 3 ounces of breadcrumbs, white breadcrumbs. I make breadcrumbs from all the stale bread that's days old. I put it through the food process, put it in Ziploc bags, freeze it, so I've got bags and bags and bags of breadcrumbs that I can use for fish or for coating things or frying. If you're allergic to nuts, leave the ground almonds out and use 6 ounces of breadcrumbs. It works exactly the same, because this is a wartime recipe from a wartime cookbook, okay? Just give them a little bit.
Won't have the same taste of it, will it, if you don't have any
well, you'll see
nuts
why
in?
it does. You don't really, it's an almond flavour, not a nut tart. Into that, 3 ounces of white sugar, okay?
It's very alpha, this.
Yeah, 2 egg yolks, 3 ounces of melted butter, half a teaspoon of nutmeg.
Ian Shanta
Yeah?
said you're better than Nigella and Mary combined.
Oh, God bless you, my darling. And then you want 2 to 3 drops of almond essence, depending on how almondy you want it. I'm not a great almond fan, to be honest and truthful, but I do like Bakewell tart, so it's got to be almond. So they're all in your mixing bowl. You just clear the decks. Let's get rid of that. And then you're going to want the zest of a lemon, okay? Get a little handy dandy rasp. This one was off eBay. I think it was like £1.
Hi, Angela.
Which Angela?
Alden.
Oh, hello. How are you, love? So everybody was asking about Come Down Room, and we really did have such fun filming it. We really did.
It was fun.
And there's going to be some other things, because people were asking is there other things, and we're hoping there's another couple of things going to come off before the end of the year. In with that. Okay, and then just give that a good mix till it's all combined and moist. Can't beat something moist on a Sunday, because we've got friends for dinner today, so I'm actually doing a coconut rice pudding for dessert today, which is in the slow cooker in there, but I have decided I will do this also as an alternative. I like to offer 2 desserts. If I'm having a dinner party, I like to offer 2. I think it's nice, because you know, you can't always say that some people fancy that or it's not, you know.
I'll have both.
I had a feeling you'd have. Yeah, I had a feeling you would. Let me just check the egg whites.
Hi, Jane.
We just need those to beat a little bit more, not an awful lot. Any questions so far?
No, people just saying hello.
No, just people saying hello. I'm surprised. This is such an easy recipe, it really is. Everybody thinks it's a really complicated thing to make, and it's not. It's dead easy. And it's so much nicer than those hideous ones you get in a packet, because they just, I don't know, it's just not quite right to me. But you know what I'm like, I don't like anything that is store-bought in any way whatsoever. Shaped, not. Oh.
Gary Humphrey said your hair looks fab.
Thank you, darling.
Love the fringe. It's hiding the wrinkles.
Yeah, I've decided to go back to a fringe. I think. What did you say?
It's hiding the wrinkles.
Do you know you're a cheeky melt, you? It's nothing to do with that. It is. I just think that when you get to a certain age, your hair completely dragged off your face can be extremely aging. And I looked at a few photographs over Christmas and I thought, ooh. So I decided that I'd go back to fringes. So I've had a fringe cut. So I'm quite liking it actually. But it's long enough for me to be able to put back as well.
Yep, table set for dinner for this evening. There you go, look. Show you the table there.
Who's asking about the table?
No one, I'm just showing them while you're doing that.
Right, so you've got your egg whites whipped. You know when they're correct, that if you can do that, to prove a point, and it stays where it's meant to be. Use a metal spoon, Okay, don't use your spatula.
Jane's asking a question. Can you use oil instead of butter?
No. No.
There you go, Jane. No.
So that's your answer. Put 1 tablespoon at a time of the egg whites in, because you want to just fold them in, because if you just whip them in, you're going to lose the air
that you've put into the eggs.
Yeah, from the egg whites. Okay.
Michael Doherty is watching from a beach in Brighton.
You get chink off. You sat on the beach in Brighton, Michael, in this weather. Dude, I hope you're in a duffel coat.
Why are you not in Spain?
Because he doesn't live in Spain all the time. He just runs the business from Spain, and the kids are over here, so he has to be over here. See, I keep up. He doesn't. So keep mixing your egg whites.
Stop creeping, Maggie.
Which Maggie?
Maggie.
Maggie Gardner?
Yeah.
What's she creeping?
You go, Terry. You look beautiful. Love the hair.
Thank you, my darling. To be truthful, it was very, very easy. So make sure you do get every bit of the egg white.
Sandra Warhurst said you need to get on the TV cooking. Good morning, all the likes.
Well, you need to email them. I keep telling everybody says I should be on this morning instead of those idiots that are on there cooking things. That doesn't it annoy you when you see this morning and they cook stuff? And to be honest with you, it would cost the normal working people that are going to work don't have that amount of stuff in the house. It's not a midweek dinner. It costs the absolute. This I actually costed this out, and when I did, it cost half the price of one of those boxes. I can't say the make with a man's name on. It was half the price of 6 of those individual ones.
Oh, I can say it.
No, you can't say it at all because I get in trouble then from YouTube. So then, once you've broken the egg whites into it, lob it in your pastry case. That's a real technical term, that, lob it.
Aidan said, good afternoon, my gorgeous friend.
Hello, Aidan. How are you, sweetheart?
Ian said, would you not consider going on Bake Off?
No. I would never do Bake Off.
Thanks, Gary.
I'm
trying.
I actually don't think I would cope under pressure, and also I can't stand that man. So I find him very condescending.
Hasn't it changed now? Different judges?
He's still there. So you've got that even, okay? Try and make it nice and even because that will rise in the oven. And don't forget, again, protect your edge with your rolled foil. Don't buy those stupid pie crust protectors that I bought. They're absolutely crap. And they fall off. You put them in the oven and they all start to fall off.
Michael said weather's lovely and he's an hardcore northerner.
You're hardcore, but you're hard-faced. I don't know about hardcore. Hard-faced, yeah.
Russell Jamieson.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Russell in the bath.
You're in the bath this time. You're always in something. You're either in a station, you're in the bath, you're in something. God in heaven only knows. Right,
Salma's watching. Hi, Salma.
Hi, Selma, darling. That's going to go in the oven on a preheated baking sheet, okay? On the baking sheet, because the baking sheet will conduct the heat underneath, so you've not got soggy bottom, okay? Everybody goes on about soggy bottoms. In other words, it means that the bottom's not baked. I hate the expression, but you need the bottom to be baked and crisp, so it needs to go on a heated baking sheet, okay? That goes in the oven at 200, which is fan assisted. Google it for the other ones. I think that's gas mark 6. I can't remember what it is in the other one. Okay?
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Now then, in true...
I'll pass your message on, Aidan.
What did Aidan have to say?
He said he's fine, thanks. He'll show this to Mel tomorrow.
Oh, that'll be nice. In true cooking style, I have one that I made earlier.
We made it.
Okay? That's stone cold. Make sure it's cold. As you can see, you can pick it up. Shows that it's fully baked on the bottom because it was on the heated tray. If you want to serve it like that, that's fine. Little dusting of icing sugar, that's cool. I actually like the glazed ice top, like you get on the ones in the shops. Okay? So we're going to make the glazed icing, which is so easy. It's absolutely... I was going to say a word then that I can't because it's daytime. It's just so easy.
Lee Edwards.
Who?
Lee Davis Edwards. Hi, Nana and David. Nana's Food Network cook programme.
Yes, that'd be a good idea, wouldn't it, darling?
Paul Whitehead, do you do cream pies?
Yes, I do. I do cream pies an awful lot. Boston cream pies.
Hiya, Peter. Peter Bocock's watching.
Hi, Peter. So in a smaller bowl, about 2.5 cups of confectioner's sugar, icing sugar, okay? And then sparingly drizzle a little bit. Everybody's made this. It's just an easy glaze icing, you know, like you used to make when you were a kid to put on fairy cakes and things.
Peter Millard just put a comment on. I'm taking notes, want to make this. Love, little Peter from Oldham.
Hello, Peter. Little Peter from Oldham. Not so little. Right, don't lob too much milk in because you'll make it really runny, and do it gently. You know, don't, because otherwise you have a cloud of icing sugar and it's all over the kitchen and it's on everything.
I thought you use water normally, no?
No. You can use water.
I've made icing sugar with water.
Well, that's you. That does some things up, doesn't it, really, love? Honestly. You see, that is far too runny because I've put too much milk in it.
And that's you all over.
Well, that is me all over, but I was talking, so I got waylaid. So just, you know.
Just waste some more icing sugar.
It's not rocket science. You just keep going till you get the right consistency. And you want it to pour, but you don't want it to be sort of running all over the place.
Ah, Sandra Warhurst. Same. Never knew you used milk for icing. We always use water. Me too, Sandra.
Well, I think I did when I was young, when I was a kid, we sort of did that. But milk gives, I don't know, I've just always used milk in later years. So.
Alan uses lemon juice.
Alan uses lemon juice. Now that is nice. I've done it with lemon juice, yeah, because that would give you a real zing.
That'd be nice, lemon juice.
I don't want to put too much lemon on top of that, but yes, I have done it with lemon juice.
Shut up, Maggie.
That's
Maggie, if you're in work tomorrow, I'll bring you a slice in.
still a bit too thin. So this is going to end up all around Manchester Airport then tomorrow.
Possibly.
Right, we just, that's it.
Julie Pernod, Queen Young.
Yeah.
Hi, Julie. Yeah, we're both we're both
Right,
very
want that,
well.
so it pours.
Here we go, it's pouring.
Okay, and pour it to the centre. And it will level itself and just ease it. Don't push it right to the edge till it runs over your pastry.
I'll let you know, Steve.
What does
Steve said it isn't milk, more creamier taste.
Yes, it is. It gives us, that's the point. It gives a slightly more creamier taste and it's more unctuous. Should we
Hi,
say.
Caroline. Well, at least you're watching now, love. You can watch it later, can't you?
Who, Caroline?
Spain.
Oh, hello, darling. I only spoke to Caroline.
Just tuned in. She's missed the start.
That's all right, darling. You get the recap. So we'll get rid of those out of the way.
We'll see you soon.
Yes, we will see you soon. So all the people that were on the Costa del Sol absolutely moaning that I didn't come last year. Yes, I know, but we had too many personal things last year. So this year we are on tour there again. So basically, you've levelled that off. Let it just sort of run to the edge and we'll make it look pretty. Little bit of food colouring.
Marie wants to know how many sins.
God in heaven only knows.
Your week's worth.
I certainly won't be having a piece. The coconut rice pudding is only 1.2 sins per portion.
Marie, this is going to be your week's worth, definitely.
And then if you want to feather it, just dip in your food colouring direct with the cocktails.
David Conway said, "Hi, Nana, great to see you back in the kitchen."
Hello, David.
Billy Raymond,
Yeah.
how many slices in that and how many calories per slice?
Well, I haven't got a clue, Billy, but it certainly isn't on my Slimmers World recipe, so I'm not having any. I'm just making it, okay? But we've got people for dinner if you didn't see the beginning. So it's going to be one of the desserts as a choice for after dinner.
We're not packed yet, Steve. We don't go till June.
As you've done your lines that way, then just drag the dry cocktail stick that way. And there you go.
Finishing touch.
So you've got the one in the oven 30 minutes. Now keep an eye on it because it does have a tendency, if your oven's quite fierce, which mine is, my oven is quite fierce, to keep an eye on it because it will scorch very, very quickly on the top. If you find it's cooking on the top and it's starting to brown too much, just make a circle of foil, drop a circle of foil over the top of it, and then that protects it while it's in the oven. But it shouldn't take any less than 30 minutes. Okay? So do we have any questions before we sit down and have a coffee about this?
No.
And then we'll go and have a little chat.
Mary said it's food porn.
It's food porn. Well, it's just, I think a Bakewell tart is really English. Well, it is English. Nowhere else in the world does it. And I think it's nice, and I think it's lovely to have a homemade one, and I think it's lovely to have a big one instead of those little ones. Because that should really portion into, I would say 8. In this house, 4. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling I would be. Because David doesn't know the portion control, you know.
No.
And I've got one of these wire things that you can shove through and it makes the actual perfect portion.
We don't do portion control on a Sunday.
No, there's no portion control in this house. So we'll have some coffee.
Some coffee.
That I've just tipped all over. And we shall go and have a sit down.
Maggie said, well done, it looks lovely.
Thanks, Megs. But I thought we'd do something, seeing it's our first one back, I thought we'd do something quite simple. And you couldn't get more simple than that. That just was so easy, wasn't it? At the end of the day, you can't exactly moan about it, can you? So, as David said, you can see we've got tables laid for dinner because we've got 2 guests coming for dinner. I'm striding around dogs as well. It's like living in Battersea Dog
That's the dogs,
half the
look.
time. Oh, I will sit down. Now watch me. I'll end up with food dye all over my fingers and then I touch the furniture.
Well, you know what will happen then, won't you?
Isn't a good. Yes, I'll just get new.
Oh, you won't.
Oh, I will. That's the answer.
You'll get on your hands and knees and you'll clean it.
Oh yeah, I am sure. So, anybody else joined us? Anybody got any questions?
No one's asking questions.
I did say if you had a question about anything whatsoever, it doesn't have to be about the Bakewell tart. It could be basically about anything you want. I did say to think of it and then write.
Alan Jones Griffiths said he'd sit down and polish that plate off.
I bet you would.
Sharon said, looks yummy.
To be honestly truthful, Alan, I could myself. If I was being frank with you, I could. But I've struggled with this diet that I've been on because I've always done sort of fad diets and crash diets and things like the egg diet where you lose a stone in a week and all this ridiculous stuff. And I've always dieted like that. And as everybody knows, it's always been public knowledge the amount of work I've had done. I've had more liposuction. You know, they've sucked enough out of me to actually make a mini-me somewhere. It's probably running around Marbella. Nothing lasts. Nothing lasts, you know. So this is why I decided to go to Slimming World. And I wouldn't say I'm thrilled. That I wouldn't say I'm thrilled because this will be week 5. And I've only lost £9, which I personally, David seems to think that's good. I don't think it's
In
good.
4 weeks, it's good.
Well, I don't, you see. I expect in 4 weeks to have lost like a stone. But I'm persevering with it. But I have got the most dreadful cravings because I do have a sweet tooth. And everybody says, how do you stay so slim with all the bacon that you do and everything? I don't eat it all. I really don't. For dinner tonight, as I said, I'm doing a pork tenderloin. Which is all completely, you know, low-cal, everything I'm making. But the dessert is a coconut rice pudding, which is very, very dietary because it's made with 0% milk and no sugar and no additives and all this carry on. But we will do the Bakewell as an alternative dessert, although I won't be having any.
Patsy Keegan said, hi Terry, please say hi back.
Hi Patsy. Good to see you, love.
Thomas Jones wants to know, will you have anything with the Bakewell tart tonight, like cream, custard?
Not with the icing on. If I did it without the icing, technically that shouldn't be served as dessert after dinner because it's iced. It's an afternoon tea bake, really. If you're going to serve it with custard, which I think is gorgeous, I'm not a lover.
If it was me, Thomas, I would have custard.
He'll have custard on top of icing, which he's not doing, but it's hideous. If you're going to make it as a dessert without it, don't ice it. Just coat the top with heavy icing sugar, and then you can serve it with either cream or custard. You know, but with the icing on, you can't put hot custard over ice. It'll just go like sugary, gloopy mess. So no, I won't be serving it with that. We'll probably have the coconut rice pudding as dessert with dinner in the dining room, and then
Just mind your leg a minute.
What? Is he fast asleep?
Lisa, that's
Jackson.
Jack Russell.
There you are, my darling.
No, it's not a Jack Russell.
Not a Jack Russell
Is
at
that?
all. He's a Yorkshire Terrier.
Yorkshire Terrier.
A Jack Russell.
And Dylan's here. Dylan's
baby.
there playing with his toy. Oh, he's come round now, look. And Dylan's a Shih Tzu who needs cutting desperately.
So my point was, we'll probably serve the Bakewell tart with coffee in the drawing room after we've finished with dinner. So there you go, Thomas. Don't serve it with custard. So, anything else?
Deb said you look amazing.
Thanks, Deb.
Paula Tracy, oh Terry, what colour is your lipstick? It's gorgeous.
It is MAC.
Ruby Woo.
Matte Ruby Woo. And I'm just about to change it actually to Russian Red. Because I quite like the Russian Red. Well, I like it more than the Ruby Woo, but I've worn Ruby Woo since MAC first brought it out. So it's one I always wear. I like red lipstick. Red lipstick is a trick. It makes your teeth look white. It's not like my teeth are not white, but it makes them look even whiter, especially on photographs and film when you're on stage. So it's an old theatrical trick.
Alan Jones Griffiths said, I've got a serious cooking question.
Yeah.
How do you set custard thick enough to make ice slices?
Right, well that's a different, you want to make vanilla slices, that's confectioner's custard, darling, not custard powder. Go to my YouTube videos and there is the recipe. We did it in the last season. I actually made custard slices. The photograph that was advertised in today's show, I'm holding them on a plate, pink oval platter. The whole recipe is on there. You can watch me make it, and I teach you how to make the confectioner's custard the easy way without having to boil it on the stove. You can make the whole thing in a microwave, 2 minutes flat, cool it, chill it, done. So go to that, Alan, and it's on there, and it is the best one ever, and it's such a cheat. Then you're supposed to make it in a pan on the stove and then sieve the eggs through and all this carry on. And no matter how good your pans are, I can guarantee it clings, it sticks, it's, you know, ugh. So everything I can find a cheap way of doing this, why I do the programme to teach you how to cheat with things, it's on there. But it's from scratch, it's not a packet. But it's, if you go to my YouTube channel or on Facebook, I think they're on there as well. It's on there, and it's under vanilla slices or Napoleon slices, whichever. I can't remember which version is on it. But there you go. But you can't use custard from a...
Lisa Jones, loving the hair.
Thank you, Lisa.
Darren Platt, grab a beer.
My God.
Jane and Lord said £9 is the right amount. Any more isn't good, as they say £2 a week-ish. That's what I said.
Well, that's
Jane.
for normal people. I'm not normal. I want to go overnight. I am thrilled. I really am thrilled because I went out shopping not last week, the week before, and I treated myself to the most gorgeous Escada evening gown, which was in the sale, and it's a size 10, and it fits. You know.
People are saying don't lose any more weight. You look fab as you are.
Oh, thank you.
There's Patsy, Sue.
But the size 10, it fits. It's just fits where it touches at the moment, so I need a little bit more of. That's always the thing I do, you see. I'll go and buy something ridiculously expensive that just about fits, and then make sure I get down and down and down and down into it. And I've also got 2 gowns that are over 25 years old more, and I'm adamant, absolutely adamant I am going to fit into them. Because one of them cost, at the time, you know, more than a small extension on the back of the house. So I'm determined I'm going to fit into it. But I want to lose a bit more. Yeah. I'm not going to say exactly what I do weigh. Well, you know, like I don't say my age.
I'll just have a piece of this not brittle.
Well, that's really, really nice, David, that, while you're filming. People will be able to hear you crunching from there. See what I mean? You don't get a chance in this place to sort of be good. I mean, luckily, I'm not a big sort of chocolate or sweetie fan. Because the table's absolutely littered with chocolates, and it's just a joke. But if they're not nut brittle, it's homemade chocolates on the other side that he insists I make.
Darren said, you need to introduce guests every Sunday that can help you with your cooking. You've seen Alex cakes, outstanding.
We were thinking of doing that, and I might now and again have a little guest on. And Alex cakes are very good. They're lovely. So,
Stephen said you got a figure to die for.
oh, thank you, Stephen.
Kyle, hair of life.
Thank you, Kyle. Well, you should know. I was going to say, now, we are going to do a full run again now. Apart from next week, we will be off the air on Sunday. We'll try and do a pre-recorded one because I'm not here next week. It's my father-in-law's 70th birthday, so I'm away for the weekend. So we can't obviously do it live. I'll try and do a pre-recorded one during the week, which we'll broadcast on Sunday. But if not, we will be back the following week, and then it should be right through. Unless I can't, obviously, because certain things crop up and I can't be there. So, because it's not exactly the BBC, is it, or Granada. So if it's one I can't crop up, I might change the date to an evening show, say on a Friday night or something like that. But they will be back. They are back. So you don't have to keep moaning and sending me messages saying, when are you going to be cooking again? And we need to have to do this. So, and as I said, if you've got questions, write them down so that the next time I'm on, you can actually ask me. And then I can sort of tell you how to do it. That was a good one that Alan said. But it proves that Alan hasn't been watching the show, or he would know how to make vanilla custard. What?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me something
No.
that somebody was saying. Yeah, so we could tell you now about the Costa del Sol tour. We're going back to the Costa del Sol to do a run of shows, which starts on the 20... Is it the 27th?
28th.
28th. The 28th of June. And we are everywhere on the Costa del Sol, from Buena Vista to Fuengirola, to Benalmádena, Torremolinos, everywhere. We're right across the whole coast. So there's no two in the one town, though. So you can't...
So we're there for 4 nights. We've got a gig in each town.
Each show is exclusive to that town, which are spaced out, because it's not fair to the venue if I do one in the same town the next night. So if you're in Buena Vista, it's too far to come to Fuengirola, so people see that, the Fuengirola people, and the Mijas Pueblo and all the rest of it, they've got me there. And then I go up to my hometown of Benalmádena, and then we do the show in Benalmádena. And then the final one will be in Torremolinos, and that's the first run for this year. We're hoping this is going to be a more sort of regular thing, because it stops everybody moaning then, because honest to God, the amount of... it's very flattering and very nice, but I can't be there like I was when I lived there, you know, I can't be every week. So it's nice that we come back, and I really, really am excited this time. I really am. I can't wait to get there and see everybody.
Lisa, dates will be on Terry's page nearer the time.
Yeah, the dates will go on the page nearer the time. Also, if you join the websites of the bars that I'll be appearing at, Lisa, they're already advertising on some. I know that Linda's Bar in Fuengirola, they're already advertising, because Linda's Bar sells out within, you know, a matter of hours of it sort of going online. Boom, they go.
Jeff said he'll be there. He'll see you in Spain.
Which Jeff?
Jeff Wood.
Oh, lovely. Jeff, so you're going to come and see the show. So I'm trying to think where's the nearest for you, Jed.
Where's he based?
Jeff,
where are you based?
Because you've just moved. You know where Jeff lives, because we went to their wedding at their house.
Could have moved now, though.
He has moved.
Well, then.
He's round the corner. I think Fuengirola is the nearest for you, Jeff. And that's about the nearest.
Linda's
in Fuengirola. And it's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful bar, Linda's. Absolutely stunning. I adore it. It's one of my favourite
yes,
venues.
Jackie.
Jackie what?
Jackie G-Spot.
What's she going on about?
She said, you've now got me singing Torremolinos by Dot Squires.
Torre Molinos, Torre. Not that I know it back to front, and not that I do it in the show when I'm actually in Torremolinos.
Yeah, so Linda's might be best for you, Jeffy's on the Riviera del Sol.
Yeah, Linda's is about the nearest. Buena Vista is a little bit too far because that's the other side of Estepona. So yeah, you're only down the road. So that might be the nearest. I love the way people on the Costa del Sol really absolutely baffle me. I was the same myself when I lived there, but they'll sort of say, oh, that's a bit far, and it's a bit, you know, you're in Riviera del Sol. I pay further, you know. Oh, come on.
Caroline's just said a good thing.
Just get everybody together.
Just a thought for the week that you're in Spain. You could maybe do a pre-recorded show on Spanish tapas or seafood, or Spanish seafood.
I could, because I am actually there on the Sunday. So what I may do is, well, the may is obviously I am going to do. I am going to cook something in Spain from where I am staying, and I will show you how to do something. with Spanish products. We might even do something ridiculous. We might go and shop for the products. Let's go to Mercadona and do a live Mercadona feed or something like that.
I'll be on the beach.
I'll do quite a few casts from Spain, dressing room ones, and I'll do sort of like little tours of places.
Bonanza Sue.
So, which Sue?
Ah, Sue. Spain Sue. Everett.
Oh, Sue Everett, yeah.
She's asking where we are in Bellamadna.
Well, you should know by now. Sat there, where? I'm sick of it. Sick of it, I am. Sick of it.
Jackie G said, I think I'll pop on a Palladium 1972 record whilst I'm putting my face on later.
Well, do you know, I've got to say, Jackie, it's one of my go-to albums.
I'll be in tears.
The Dot Squires album is usually on top of the radiogram permanently because it's my go-to record. And I've got to say, Dot is my cleaning record. When I'm doing the housework, I have Dot on, blaring, honestly, and the neighbours must think I'm insane because when it starts blaring Torremolinos at the top of it, and I'm screaming it as well, top of my voice, especially in summer with the doors wide open, they must think it's an open-air lunatic asylum, which it is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Caroline's joining me on the beach. She said too much Mercadona shopping already.
Yeah, well, I don't get to shop at Mercadona every week anymore, and I miss it. And it kicks me off then, you see, the quality of the meat. Because that's what I will do. I will do a live cast from Mercadona and show people exactly the quality of the meat you get there.
We don't know if we'll be able to film that.
Here.
You don't know if you'll be able to film that in a supermarket. I don't think you'll be able to.
Oh, Mercadona will let me, they know me. Especially the one in Arroydale Mall, they know me very well. All the staff know me. That was where a woman told me I had the most disgusting mouth she'd ever heard because I got so annoyed. And my answer to that was, I said, thank you very much, that's the nicest thing I've heard today. Always gets them. So, anybody else? Anything else?
No.
I forgot what I was going. I had something to tell you, and I can't remember what it was. My mind's just gone completely blank. I'm sure Holly Willoughby doesn't have a mind go blank. Well, no, because they've got cue cards and prompt cards in front of them, haven't they?
No, auto cue it's called.
Yeah, and most of it I notice now they're all reading from those.
Auto cue.
No, they have a thing. What do you call it? Like a computer, but flat. I've got
iPad.
Yeah, those things. I hate them. But I've noticed on programmes do that, because I don't watch daytime TV, but Mummy does. So when I'm sort of passing, I notice it, and they've got those iPad things reading from them. So after this, I will slip into something a little bit more glamorous. I'm not sort of having dinner in a sweater and a straight skirt. I'll put some because we've got the Gayers coming for dinner, and you know what they're like. Right then, we will sign off for this week. If you've got any questions, post them, ask me, or write them down for next week's show, and I will let you know. If you've got anything you really would like to see me bake, because we're also on this season, I meant to tell you, we're going to do savoury stuff as well. Because there's other things I make and people ask me the recipe for it, or then I'll put it on and I'll say, oh, the recipe is in the folder, because normally everything I make that's photographed, the actual recipe is in my album called Nana's Recipe Box. They're all in there, and I still get people asking me, oh, how do you make that? Can I have the recipe for that? So I will make some of the savoury stuff as well, because I've got a lot of requests from people asking me to show them how to make the goat's cheese and shallot tart, which is, again, so easy. It's so easy and so divine. And such an absolute, I keep saying the word cheap, but it is the easiest way to do it. And I'll make that for you. Probably not next time, but the time after that. Because we've got some nice things coming up. I'm going to do the roulade. I'm going to show you how to make a nice frosting. I'm going to show you how to make a cream frosting that's called a buttercream frosting, but it doesn't actually, it's not butter, put it that way. So I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to sign off, and I will see you all next week. Have a lovely Sunday, and keep up with the post. Don't forget, follow me on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. The link will be on my page either later on today, or it's on the page from past times. If you reel sort it down, you'll find it. And join us on YouTube and subscribe to it. So anything that doesn't go live to Facebook, because there are videos on there that I've seen on Facebook, I do some that are not live broadcasts, obviously. So they go directly to the YouTube channel. And it's lovely to see you all, and I'll see you all next week.
Thanks, everybody. See you soon. Bye.